So Judge Barrett, in Shelby County, Chief Justice Roberts wrote, voting, and quote, voting discrimination still exists. No one doubts that. And my question to you is, do you agree with Justice Roberts' statement?
Senator Harris, I want to just make sure that I understand that my understanding of what remains of the Voting Rights Act, what happened in Shelby County, is consistent with what you're describing. The preclearance requirement, as I understand Shelby County, remains in place, and what the Supreme Court held unconstitutional was the coverage formula. So some states, which in 1965 had a history of discrimination, had to get preclearance whenever they changed anything having to do with their voting procedures, and other states didn't. And I think Shelby County said that Congress can still pass a new coverage formula now, articulating the criteria for jurisdictions that are discriminating and requiring preclearance.
Judge Barrett, my question, however, is do you agree with Chief Justice Roberts, who said voting discrimination still exists? No one doubts that. Do you agree with that statement?
Senator Harris, I will not comment on what any justice said in opinion, whether an opinion is right or wrong, or endorse that proposition.
Well, I'm asking you, do you call it a proposition or a fact? Are you saying you do not agree with a fact?
Senator, I'm not going to make a comment. I'm not going to say that I endorse either the majority or the dissent in the case of Shelby County.
Well, I just want to understand, are you saying that you refuse to dispute a known fact, or that you refuse to agree with a known fact?
Senator, I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at with asking me to endorse the fact or whether any particular practice constitutes voter discrimination. I'm very happy to say that I think racial discrimination still exists in the United States, and I think we've seen evidence of that this summer. But as to engaging,
voting discrimination exists based on race in America in any form?
Senator Harris, there have been cases. We've talked in this hearing about the Wisconsin case that went up to the court involving voting. I think any opinion that I would express, and I don't mean to signal that I disagree with the statement either. What I mean to say is I'm not going to express an opinion because these are very charged issues. They have been litigated in the courts, and so I will not engage on that question.
During his confirmation hearing in 2005, Chief Justice Roberts was asked about the constitutionality of Section 2, which I think you were referring to earlier, of the Voting Rights Act. He testified, quote, "I have no basis for viewing Section 2 as constitutionally suspect, and I don't." Judge Barrett, do you agree that Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act is constitutional?
I think that Chief Justice Roberts' statement, "I have no basis for viewing it as constitutionally suspect," would be the same as mine. I'm not aware of any constitutional law existing that would create a question about it.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.